Hi, this is Sin of Sinwise's Battlefield Manual and also Green Tinted Goggles, my Twink blog. I'm here today to take my Twink through Deadmines, solo Deadmines as a Fury Warrior. This is Cinderblock, normally my Protection Warrior, but I've taken her Fury with some of the new changes that have been introduced in the pre-cataclysm patch. The Fury changes are really cool because you get dual wielding, which increases your damage output tremendously as a Fury Warrior, and also gives you some great tools. And there's some changes. There have definitely been some changes. I know I posted about the changes before, but there are some good changes here too that I'm going to go ahead and show you as I solo this instance with Cinderblock. Soloing as a warrior is a little interesting. You have to really watch your health, and as a protection warrior, which I normally play as, you normally don't take very much damage at all, right? You're blocking, you're able to mitigate so much of the damage. Fury's different. Fury plays much more like a Blood DK to me, where you are taking damage, but then you have self-healing that kicks in, and the key is knowing how to use that self-healing. So you have Bloodthirst, which goes ahead and gives you a little small heal, but I'm going to show you what Victory Rush does right now. I'm going to do a big pull here, and what you'll notice is that Victory Rush gives you a heal after each one, and it gives you a big heal. It can give you a great heal, almost 300 health for me. So that allows me to go ahead and keep my health bar almost at full, even though they're attacking me, as long as I'm able to keep killing. As long as I can go ahead and kill, then I get a heal. Every time I kill, take down a mob, then I get another heal, which is, 10, got to get the 10. So that's really one of the great things about Fury right now, is that you are able to, as long as you're able to take out ads like that, right? So that ad I went ahead and I took out so that I'd not take more damage, but also so I could get a heal out of it. And here I am, take out the ads, go after the ogre. And Victory Rush is available now both in defensive and battle stances, so for you Twinks out there, you're able to use Victory Rush all the time. You're not going to be able to use it as much in PvP because, of course, you've got you're not going to be killing as many people as you are here, but it's absolutely awesome for PvE soloing. Sunder Armor is now available in both stances too. So here I am, I'm going to do another multi-mob pull. See, I'll spend a lot of my initial energy on one of the elites, just go ahead and get him down. I am taking a lot of damage here, but then you just go ahead and you start victory rushing your way out of it, and bam, back to full. Go ahead and you take out elites as you go through, intersperse them with some normal mobs, which lets you then keep the health flowing in. And you can walk through, yes, you've taken damage, you've taken a lot of damage, but you healed right through it. And that's one of the really awesome things about Fury, where you're just able to really, really take on a lot of mobs. And as long as you are able to take them down and your DPS is high enough, then you will be okay. So here I am in the Goblin Workroom, and this is a little bit more challenging. You have the stuns, and you have all the different issues with the goblins that they present. But again, the same strategy is going to be in place, where you go ahead and you take out one target at a time, and then use Victory Rush to go ahead and keep yourself healed up. I do have Lifeblood still, but the heal's been nerfed a bit, and it doesn't feel nearly as powerful as it used to be. So I'm really relying a lot more on staying alive through Victory Rush than I was before. Oh, and here you go. You see, just take them down. A couple of other things are very interesting. Normally when I solo, I've soloed a couple of the low-level instances before, but not Deadmines. And Deadmines is interesting. When I did do it as protection, I soloed it as defensive stance, right, and just took no damage. Just basically waded through a lot of mobs. Here, I'm doing it in battle stance to go ahead and increase my damage output. I want to make sure that I'm killing things as quickly as possible. You notice I'm moving very, very fast. That's actually because this is a long instance. Soloing it is not as fast as going through it with a group. So this tape is actually sped up almost to 200%. So that's why you're seeing me really hit fast. I'm not this fast. GCDs don't go this fast. But there you go. Took out the Shredder, took out Sneed, and we are moving on. And we'll go ahead and pull a little bit more, just so you can get a good feel for how Victory Rush works, right? Now, you see a couple of the buttons lighting up. That's a new UI feature that I really like, where it will show when something is proccing that you can go ahead and use. So you'll see that both Victory Rush, which is my 2 button, and Execute is my 3 button, will go ahead and provide great amounts of damage when necessary. I'm trying to think what else I'm using. Generally speaking, when I have to do a lot of damage, and if my rage bar is full, you will see me hit Heroic Strike. Heroic Strike does take up a lot of rage. You don't want it necessarily bound to everything. You're going to want to use your Bloodlust, or Bloodthirst, or whatever it's called, and you're going to want Heroic Strike, and then you'll execute when necessary, and use your Victory Rush to go ahead and keep yourself healed up. It's a relatively straightforward play style once you get used to it, and you do need to make sure that you are aware of your mobs and that you don't pull too much, right? If you're used to tanking with a warrior twink, you do want to back off a little bit when you're soloing. I probably would have pulled this entire corridor if I had a good healer behind me, but and entering the foundry, I'm actually going to skip the foundry because I'm going to skip showing you the foundry just because it takes so long. It's something that takes a very careful pull. So instead, here we're going to move forward up to the ship, to the Dreadnought. And here's an interesting way that you can use the parrots to your advantage, right? You know, I was talking about how you have, you want to be able to kill mobs quickly in order to get the heal off. Well, I actually think you should save those parrots until you actually need a heal. Right? The parrot, the Defias companions, are very easy to kill, as opposed to the elite mobs. All the rest of the mobs are going to be elite, and they are going to hit hard. And they are, if you pull too much of the boat, you will go down. So the parrots actually provide a great way for you to get a victory rush off without having to spend too much time on it. Right? So here I am, and I am actually accidentally hit defensive stance there, but it's no big deal. I'll just switch back and go ahead and take these guys out. See, keep your health bar up full. The dual wielding certainly helps with your Crusader procs. If you are not using Crusader for this, you probably should really think about it. And you should also look at having the dual heirloom trinkets, the Swift Hands of Justice. Those give you heals on each one of your kills as well, which will go ahead and keep you going nicely. I found that that's actually really helped me out, probably even more than the stamina trinkets would do at this level. Just being able to have that self-healing coming in, right? I mean, that's your job here. Think of yourself as the Blood DKs used to be. You are all about generating healing through your attacks and generating healing through your kills. So you actually see that I'm dropping pretty low in my health here. I normally would not get this low in protection. But again, you go ahead and use Victory Rush, and you whittle them down. You go ahead and use Heroic Strike and Bloodthirst and Bloodlust and whatever you need to do to get them going. See that I've hit Lifeblood. That's just going to give me melee haste and will keep me going. Got a good, nice, full red rage bar there. So things are going very well. So let's skip up to the bosses. We're going around Arthur's Corner right now, and that's just boring. So here's Greenskin and Captain Greenskin. Boss fights, you have two different ways you can do it. You can either handle it the way I handled it before, where you take an ad and take out the ads and go ahead and use them to heal it, or you can count on yourself burning down the boss fast enough and then taking care of the ads. Either way works. It really depends on how hard they hit. I like to take out Greenskin first because of the poison effect that he has. However, it wasn't fast enough. I still did get poisoned here, and so now I'm just going to take out the ads. Alright, so let's move on to Van Cleef. Van Cleef, very straightforward fight. You can do it a couple of ways. Again, you can take out the ads. I've done it both ways. I was grinding Deadmines for a while to go ahead and try and get him to drop another Cruel Barb for me. And in this case, I'm just going to burn him down. You see, actually, this is a little riskier than taking everything else out. You do run a risk with that of getting too far on the boss and not getting a Victory Rush heal off. So at the same time, once you do start getting the Victory Rush heals off, you can do what I'm doing here, right? I'm gonna hack my way back up to a full health bar before they can go ahead and take me out. And that's going to be both due to Victory Rush and also Crusader procs, although it looks like I'm not even going to get one of those right now. And I'm just going to get my way back up. Almost full health. And did I get the Cruel Barb? No, of course not. Anyhow, this is how you solo Deadmines. Good to talk to you. This is Sin. Have a great day.